Alrighty then, hello and once again, good evening YouTube, and welcome back to the Kamikaze Games channel, and yes, it's real, it's back, we're doing it. This is Cooking with Kamikaze. Now, I understand that I've been gone for a long time, and maybe it's not a good idea to be doing the most ambitious project that I've ever done on the channel right here and right now, but, especially considering the fact that I've never done this on my own, but we are going to be doing it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be making today a taco dip. Taco dip. It is going to be the best thing that we've ever made on this channel. So, first things first, we are going to have a large, something just fell, a large saucepan with optional glass lid. And we are going to set that onto the burner. Like so. Let's put it where the handle cannot be, flung out. Like, we're gonna turn this up pretty high. We're gonna set that to 8, I believe. We're gonna set that to 8. Before you is 1.15 ounces of 1.13 ounces, or pounds, what am I talking about? Of 93%. I cannot figure out how this camera works today. 93%. That's because it's mirrored. That's because I'm doing this from the front cam, and it's mirrored for some ungodly reason. We're gonna have to deal with that for a while. We are indeed going to remove the meat from its position. You know what, maybe I should spray this brand new pan. Maybe. Perhaps that would be a good decision. Here. There we go. Hopefully that helps. Used by June 2nd, 2021. Okay, we got time, guys. We will continue removing the meat from the meat package. And yes, it's interesting that I've made everything that I've ever made. That's rather hot. Let's actually turn that down a little bit. It's heated up. Let's actually set this to 5.5 because it is steaming. We need to get the fans on already. This shit's already burning. Are you serious? Look at this. How come I can't go a single goddamn video without burning something? Why is this gotta be so hard? I just want to cook. Okay, I'm sure things will get better once I put the meat in. Alright? There. Let's turn that down some more, how about? Ah, you cunt. Almost forgot the most important piece of the puzzle. Yes, indeed, I still have this NBC Sports apron. And since we're cooking meat, may as well use it. I'm going to turn this down even more because it's actually cooking pretty fast. The process by which you cook taco meat to cooked nature is called browning. And no, this is not some obscure Kuchra reference. No, in fact, it is cooking. That sound means that the oven is ready, so we can move on to the next part of this adventure. But we're not ready to actually get to that next part because mashing this shit up is taking so long. While that continues, let me introduce you to the remainder of the cast of characters that we have for this video. So we are going to have some original Velveeta that expired the 25th of November. So it should still be good. Should still be good. I'm hoping for the best here. We're also going to have some taco sauce. Taco sauce. It's a 16-ounce bottle. I hate this camera with all my heart. And it's also the medium variety. And our last piece of the puzzle is indeed this can of cheddar cheese soup. So let us continue. So that's not quite done yet, but we can indeed move on to the next step of the process, which is indeed the second part of the wombo combo, and that, ladies and gentlemen, are chips. These fine specimens are yellow corn tortillas, and we are going to transform these into chips. let's do it. At this point, we're really just waiting for this meat to finish cooking. It's looking good. Looking good. Looking good. There's just a couple of little stingy pieces that are refusing to cooperate with the whole browning concept. But this meat is just about done at this point. And then we can move on to the next part of the process. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nice. So the way we're gonna do the chips here is that we are going to remove these chips, or these tortillas from the bag, and we are going to add some things to them. Now, I don't actually have a baking pan, so we're just going to use this pizza pan. As you see, I prepared very well for this. Here, we're just going to have to use this saucepan as a little bowl thing, where we're going to add some extra virgin olive oil. So it's just like me, it's extra virgin. And this shit's probably sealed. Because why would anything be easy, right? Okay, you're supposed to pull this pin. This pin is what you're supposed to pull. We're gonna grenade this olive oil. Okay, so that just got launched to the other side of the room. And we're just gonna put that into this bowl here. Now, this recipe also calls for lime juice, but I just didn't feel like going back to the store. So if this entire recipe falls apart because I didn't have lime juice, I'm going to be both parts amazed and annoyed. This meat is almost done, but I've been saying that for like, it feels like 10 minutes now, so. Let us continue with the chips part of this process here. This is a knife. We're going to use said knife to do some slicing and dicing. So, we're just gonna cut these. Actually, you know what? We could literally just fold them. I don't know what happened to my little fancy little brush thing that you saw in the sliders video. I don't actually know what happened to that, so that's what I would use otherwise. But unfortunately, I don't actually know where that is. So we're just gonna have to try something else. Meat is tasting good, at least. In fact, you know what? What if I just straight up put this thing in here? Oh, that's very moist. Oh, that is a lot of olive oil. Oh my god, okay. Here, what if okay, here's the new plan. We're going to use the tortilla shells against each other. And you know what? We're just gonna hope for the best at this point. We're just basically on hoping for the best protocol. The meat's starting to boil again. I'm getting scared, guys. This is a lot to keep track of at once. I do not recommend this to a novice cooker. Many smaller time, fresh out of, culinary arts school chefs would tremble at the mere thought of putting together such a complicated dish. Not only just two upper level dishes, but to do them both at the very same time. This is the kind of entertainment that you're not going to get anywhere else on the entire internet. Gordon Ramsay, eat your heart out. Alright, so this meat is done at this point. The meat is done. So that means that we're going to put these first couple of chips in, and we'll see if these will actually cook, or if this will turn out to be a complete disgrace. I'm gunning for probably complete disgrace. Now these chips need to succeed because I didn't actually buy any backup chips for this dip, because this is going to be dip. Let's turn down this just a little bit so it stops cooking. Yeah. This is so good. This meat is pretty much perfect. This is art right here. This is art. I impress myself sometimes. Alright, so now that this is done, we can now add the tertiary ingredients. The cheese sauce. Cheddar cheese sauce. We are going to apply this entire thing. It has, I do not own a can opener, so it's a good thing that there is a little pop top on here. Ah, very nice. When did this expire? April 29th, 2021. We are making good time with this stuff. Look at that. So we're going to actually lower the temperature even more, actually. And now we're going to add the cheese. This wasn't supposed to happen. It's a healthy request, come on. It's gotta be good. Is it supposed to be a coagulated mass? I feel like it's not supposed to be a coagulated mass. I mean, I think it's fine. We're going to be doing something that I don't do often on this channel. Actually, that's a complete lie. I do this often. We are going to improvise. Yeah. This was stored in a nice cool place. When did I buy this? Probably like in May. And it's good for another year, so like, it can't be bad. It can't be. Would Campbell's soup ever steer me wrong? Like, come on. Okay, well, there's your cheddar cheese soup, I guess. Oh, I can smell them chips though. Oh, those chips are cooking away. All right. Next up on the ingredients list is the taco sauce. Because what would taco dip be without taco sauce? The recipe calls for one 16-ounce bottle. Now this is quite the large bottle. And yeah, we're just going to apply all of it. When did this expire? May 16th, 2023. Guys, I'm so good at this. I'm such a good cook. The recipe calls for the entire bottle. So we're gonna use the entire bottle. It may seem like using an entire 16-ounce bottle of taco sauce for 1 pound of meat, 1 can of cheddar cheese soup. It may seem to you, a lay viewer, it may seem like that is a bit of an overkill. And ladies and gentlemen, I am here to rest assure all of you, and that, yes, this is absolutely overkill. This is absolutely way too much taco sauce. But we are going to do it anyway. Because that's what the recipe says to do. I'm going to turn the heat on just a little bit. Just to make sure that everything is cooking correctly. While we do that, it might be an excellent time to take a look at our chips. I mean, they kind of look like chips. I do believe we're supposed to flip them over, actually. Okay, they are definitely not done. This much is for sure. They are definitely not finished. This is not working very well. I'm really glad that the camera is not able to show what is going on right now, because this is pretty sad. Push one of these to the edge and maybe give it a taste test, just to make sure that I'm not a complete failure of a human being. All right. Here it is. Oh God. Tastes good, but it's not done. It is nowhere close to done. Let's put it on the bottom. I'm gonna put that down on the bottom rack just so it hopefully crisps up a little bit more. And now for what is most likely the best part of the entire video, where we add some Velveeta to the equation. The recipe doesn't actually say how much you're supposed to put in, so we're just gonna put some in and hope for the best. Just going at it and hoping for the best may not sound like the act of a Hallmark chef, but I am here to let you know right now that it actually is in fact the mark of a Hallmark chef. To just completely wing everything and hope for the best. Oh, Look at that. Look at that right there. We are indeed going to add this to the mix. If I can figure out where to grab the wrapping. There we go. This is only a couple weeks expired. So in theory, it still should be just fine. I'm probably gonna have to turn up the heat just to make this melt. This almost looks right. Like it's so close to looking right, and I do not want to admit failure because I feel like I've accomplished something today. Even if this cheese does not melt, I still feel like we will have accomplished something today. Okay, we're gonna have to turn this up. We're gonna have to turn the heat up a lot. This is a dangerous move. The fire alarm is probably just begging to go off at this point. So, as the fridge gets its 2 cents in, we are going to try and complete this. I believe in myself. I believe I can do this without setting the fire alarm on. How are the chips looking? They don't look done. Oh, everything is falling apart. All I wanted to do was just make some chips and dip. Chips and dip. That's all I wanted to do. Chips and dip. And yet here we are. I am frantically trying to get this cheese to melt. I am sweating profusely from every pore in my face. And this cheese is still not melting. Are you kidding me? Oh, but it looks so good. It looks like I've done a really good job. There's just so much sauce in there. That's pretty much all you can smell. But the thing is I look at that cheese. It's just not melting. Look at that. It used to be a much larger chunk, but I have indeed cut it up just a little bit. But look at that. Look at all that cheese. It's just not melting. I'm so mad right now. I can hear it bubbling, dude. I know that the heat is on and it's cooking. But it's just... Why? Why has it got to be like this? Alright, well, we hope for the best with the dip. Let's just try and make sure that the chips are worth it. I'm on the verge of tears right now. I swear to you. I'm on the verge of tears if none of this works out right now. I have such a mess. There's just no space to prepare this meal. I don't even have a place to put the goddamn chips. Looks like we're putting them on a paper plate. There we go. That's the level of class that I'm thinking about today. Here, you know what? You know what we're gonna do? Maybe this will make it out. Maybe this will make it cook better. There we go. That's what I needed to do the entire time. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh, it's cooking now. Oh, as it turns out, this was the best move. As it turns out, I'm a culinary genius. It's still not melting, though. It's still just in chunks. Oh, but it smells so good. Oh, I think I did good. Oh, are we going to get this in? A bottom of the ninth home run. Bottom of the ninth grand slam. We're gonna get this taco dip done. Oh, I'm so happy. All right. All right, the dip looks good. This is the worst pan lid that I've ever seen in my life. Wow, okay. Let's get the chips out and see what those look like. Ooh, they're crisping up. Oh, they're getting crispy. Oh, they're getting crispy. Oh, they're getting crispy. Oh, they're getting crispy. Yeah. Yeah, that looks moderately right. Okay, God damn it, I put the mitt on top of the plate. What am I doing? Look at them chips. Yeah, some of them are burnt. I will admit this much. Some of them are indeed burnt. But we learned a very powerful lesson along the way, and that is that we probably do not actually need the lime juice. Let me see if this tastes like a chip. Oh, it's very crunchy like a chip. This is quite hot too. Oh, this is happening. Oh yeah, this is happening. This is bubbling. Maybe we can turn it down just a little bit more. Oh, it's all coming together. Okay, so we did indeed run across a couple of minor problems along the way, a couple of minor inconveniences that have slowed down the process, but I do believe we have in fact managed to accomplish it. This is the most ambitious cooking with Kamikaze ever made. It's only the third one I've ever made, but it is still the most ambitious. The chips taste fine, and the chips, while an added challenge, were not even close to the most difficult part of this video. One chip. A spoonful. Just a mere spoonful of taco dip that looks like diarrhea shit. Oh, I can't get any of it on. Oh my god. Come on. Come on. Oh my god, dude, are you serious? Okay, there we go. That's good enough. You know what time it is. The chip was soft. See, even if I had two hands right now, I wouldn't be able to get this dip onto this damn chip. Okay. Wow. Goddamn, dude. I did it. The taco dip and tortilla chip. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 We done did good. But I know that I can stand here and pretend like something that I made was good. But the only way to truly know for sure is if other people taste it too. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Cooking with Kamikaze. It's been so long, but we finally made one. I've been planning this one since about May. I just never got the ambition to actually make it, and then the Velveeta expired, so I was like, you know what? Better now than never, so. It's very good. I really like it. I don't know if anyone else likes it or not. I haven't made that part of the video yet. But, I really like this. This is some good stuff, so. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in whatever I make next. Bye. So you can just be like, oh, like a fucking banshee. The video just ends immediately. It knows. It knows. Oh god. Oh, it's so bad. Why? Why would I do this? Why would I allow this to exist? What have I done? No. What have I done?